Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, Jnana Paddhati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. His Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti has his 5 phase, Agora Murti has his 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 face. Satyojata Murti has his 5 face. Ishana Murti has his 5 face. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian order of Kailasha led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nithyananda order of monks, nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time-capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva Gana. All the Shiva Ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada,
the science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your Guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Powerful cognition from Bhagavan Satsang, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati for power of body scanning, non-invasive surgery. Powerful cognition, let's listen from Bhagavan Satsang.
It's a beautiful incident in Socrates' life. When the poison was taken to him, he was asked, "Don't you feel the fear of death?" Beautiful statement. He says, "Why should I be afraid? After death, only two things can happen. Either I will not exist, or I will exist in some form or some way in some place. That's all. Only these two can happen." Understand these two words of Socrates. It's a great mantra. Only two things can happen. Either I'll cease to exist, I will not be there. Then what is there to be afraid of? Because you see, only if you exist, you will have suffering, pain, something. If you don't exist at all, there is nothing to worry. There is nothing to bother. Or I may exist in some form, in some way, somewhere. Then again there is nothing to worry. Because I am going to exist. I am going to be alive. When you can manage this existence, Socrates says beautifully, I managed to live my life, to run my life in this atmosphere. When I can manage this, can't I manage if I exist somewhere in some form? Just look your life back. If we have to look little back and see,
Either you may say it is 51% suffering and 49 joy. Surely you will give judgment for suffering or for joy. It can never be 50-50. No mind will say it is 50-50. Maybe to argue with me you will say 50-50. In the heart you won't believe that. If you say life was more pain, then why are you afraid of death? You already had enough suffering. Then why don't you try something new? And if you say life is more joy, then again you lived so joyfully. Now you must be ready for the new things. See, if you say that life was joyful, then now you have the fulfillment. You lived the life. You had the joy. Now get ready for the new experiments. If your life was joyful at this level, naturally any further step will lead to more joy. So any level, if you argue from this side or that side, your fear has no base.
Bhagavan gave a very powerful cognition that fear has no base, because either you live nicely, or you suffer, or you have a breakthrough, by giving a new definition. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्म सूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयं ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 54, Dharana 31. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principle of your whole body or the whole universe simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in the source cause Sadashiva by the experience of such restful awareness. One becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power Paradevi Adi Shakti is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. Such a powerful cognition Bhagavan gave. The fear is baseless. How he said Socrates, when he saw his life, after death he might get into some other body and live there, or he might not exist. If he doesn't exist, there's no problem. If he is going to have another body, again no problem, he's going to be alive in some other place. So there is absolutely no issue of suffering. Bhagavan says fear itself is baseless. When you understand, when you had a fulfillment in life, you can always have a breakthrough. If you say you don't have a fulfillment, you can try new things. So either way, our fear has no base. There's no reason why we have to hold fear. Just because somebody has fear, we are holding the fear. When there's no powerless space, the fear does not exist. The powerless space is cherished so much that fear starts happening. Bhagavan beautifully says, the inauthenticity in us reflects as fear of missing out something in our life. Here, Bhagavan gives a beautiful analogy of how the snake is mostly scared of humans because they get killed more. But humans are more scared of snakes because of the poison in nature, but they don't hurt the humans. Bhagavan beautifully says, just taking one small lamp into a place which is dark for thousands of years, it can become bright. Just remembering Bhagavan, the minute you understand you are Paramashiva, you start experiencing beyond the all these fear and baseless things, and you can manifest huge powers. The initiation of a guru is the most important part of our life. Now we'll go to the Apta Pramana. He was very intelligent and precious. He was excellent in martial arts, shastras, and surprised his guru with his brilliance and superhuman talents. Ayyappan Guru concluded that the boy was no ordinary mortal but a divine being. Upon completing his studies, Manikanda went up to his teacher to offer Guru Dakshina and seek his blessing. As he approaches his spiritual master for Ashirvada blessings, the Guru explained to Manikanda what he had already summarized about him, that he was a divine, and the Guru then beseeched him to bestow vision and speech upon his son, who was blind and dumb. Manikanda placed his hand on the Guru's son, and the boy immediately gained eyesight and speech. This is whole source is in one of the Purana stories. Now let's move to the Atma Pramana. Bhagavan. Bhagavan beautifully narrates the Leela in his own words. When Annamalai Swami told him, "You are not the body, you are not the mind, you go beyond the pain and suffering," and Bhagavan, how he manifested the whole reality.
The statement did not make any sense for me, but when my yoga guru explained, psychological, physiological happening are not you, it is really made sense actually when I had the click, oh, psychological, physiological, neurological effect happens on me is not me. I tell you, from the next day, I didn't need coffee to wake me up. The understanding psychological and physiological effect happening on me is not me, liberated me. Not only from coffee, after that, never ever I understand something called low mood or depression or nothing, not feeling well or stressed, because nothing is me. How can I feel it? Bhagavan beautifully says how we view the dream, he is able to see his real life, the perceived life, as also dream, and does not get connected to all that which is happening in the perceived reality. So beautifully he says how he has gone beyond the psychological, physiological, neurological happening just by one understanding Annamalai Swami gave and his guru gave, that nothing is him. We'll go to Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramanas are the initiated disciple devotees all around the world narrating their experience of body scanning.
Nithyananda, I am Vaishali Verma from San Jose.
And Nithyanandam, I'm Sanjay Verma, also from San Jose, and founder and CEO of a healthcare startup.
I am professionally a PhD in medical biochemistry, and we have both come here to attend Paramashivoham program with our dearest beloved Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And just wanted a deep gratitude to Swamiji for calling us for Paramashivoham and making us experience this beautiful Paramashivoham program where we got to experience our own divinity. Actually, the reason I and Sanjay, my husband, came for the program is because he wanted to realize our own divinity, our own higher dimension, as well as I was looking for a healing because I suffer from rheumatoid arthritis. And I have attended programs with Swamiji before, where Swamiji has given me tremendous amount of healing, to the point where I don't take any medications at all. And in this program, especially during this program in Paramashivamam, I experienced a breakthrough in the flexibility of my body. So when I was doing the yoga, and the yoga instructor which was making me do the yoga, the stretches and the yoga postures she made me do, 6 months of physiotherapy cannot give me the flexibility which I experienced in just mere 3 days of doing this Nithyananda yoga. So deep gratitude to Swamiji and the yoga instructor for making me experience this breakthrough. Besides this, through the powerful initiations of Swamiji, the deep wounds, the deep hurts we carry, the deep pain we carry in the deeper layers of the body, I experience immense amount of healing because of that. And because of the healing of those wounds, I experienced expressing the higher powers, the third eye powers which Swamiji initiated us into, like Akashic reading. And also Swamiji blessed me to express the third eye power of doing non-invasive surgery. And I did give healing to one of the ladies, and during the healing itself, I could see her she was having issues with her spinal cord because she was having scoliosis. And during when I was giving the healing, I could clearly see the vertebral column aligning. And also she also told me that she felt immense amount of cooling, and also the spinal cord aligned after the healing was done. So such a blessing by Swamiji, by giving us these third eye powers where we can go around and heal the humanity. And Swamiji is reviving these third eye powers, this our sacred Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which is mentioned in Shiv Agamas, and he is building this Hindu nation, the Kailasha. I really urge the entire humanity to stand up for Swamiji, because he is only creating the enlightened civilization and making us realize our own divinity, our own higher dimension, and making us realize that we are not mere ordinary human beings. We are Shiva ourselves, and making us realize our own highest potential, so that we can manifest any reality that we want. Literally any reality. He has empowered us with that, and he is making us realize that we are Paramashiva. So inviting all of you, please do come and experience this for yourself. And
Beautiful sharing of non-invasive surgery. Let's go to the instruction and verification to understand how to manifest the powers. And let's go through the Pratyaksha Pramana to understand the science behind the body scanning.
Pratyaksha Pramana. Scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state, healing visible on brain activity. On April of 2005, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam met with Dr. William Collins, a leading researcher and neurofeedback specialist in St. Louis, USA. He requested to study the brain activity of Swamiji along with that of a patient at the time he was healing the latter. The patient was injured in a car accident 10 years earlier and consequently suffered from affected nerves. "The world is not going to believe this," exclaimed Dr. Collins at seeing the outstanding observations recorded. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1, an introduction, page 60 and 61, paragraph title, During Healing. Now, we will watch a video presenting the scientific research and discovered phenomena on Swamiji during the healing meditation and enlightenment.
Like most enlightened masters, one of the unique gifts that Nithyananda has to offer to humanity is healing, called as Nithya spiritual healing. Nithya spiritual healing has been baffling the medical world, healing people from migraine to cancer. He has personally touched and healed thousands of people all over the world. Nithyananda participates and encourages scientific researchers to derive evidences for meditation and healing through meditation. Research has been done on the brainwave patterns, heart rate variability, and skin conductance level tests when Nithyananda was healing. The heart rate variability analysis is a useful tool to explore energetic transactions between two subjects. As shown in the graph, shifts in the power spectra signal were recorded in the receiving volunteer during healing by Swamiji, and also when Swamiji was sending healing energy into the room, not specifically directed to any subject. The skin conductance level is a measure of skin conductance to electricity. Sensors were fitted to the fingertips of Swamiji, and during healing, sudden increase in skin conductance level was observed as Swamiji is running energy to deliver during healing. Both heart rate variability and skin conductance level showed that during healing there is increased level of sympathetic autonomic nervous system activity as the energy is focused for healing.
Setting up for the body scanning. Camera with timestamp, Jnananjan, pencil and paper, partner. Explain to the partner what exactly we'll be doing and how we'll be sharing the details. Let us set up the camera. Download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure the time is shown on the screen very clearly. Make sure the camera is in the wide angle facing you and the partner. Make sure that it is a bright and a quiet place to capture these great moments of our manifestation. Guidelines to manifest the power of non-invasive surgery. Turn on the video camera, apply the Jnananjan, bring your awareness to third eye. Take a medical report before you start the whole process. Scan the partner and do the non-invasive surgery through third eye. And after that, let them go and take a medical report again. If the medical report says the partner is completely healed from the problem, the surgery is successful, seen as a health restoration to the normal, you have manifested the power of non-invasive surgery. If you are only feeling some Kundalini energy and you feel like healing, that's okay. You have started manifesting the powers. More and more share your manifestation experiences with the family, friends, and the world. You will start seeing so much of manifestation happening through you. Verify the video is authentically recorded and share your videos with the concern of the partner to your family, friends, and others with powerful cognition. Listen to others' experience of these manifestation videos for more entanglement of power manifestation. verification process. Verify that no video editing is on Shakti Avishkarna videos, no video stopping or starting during the process, no clues, hints, or Bluetooth or gadgets during manifestation. All videos should have the timestamp and wide angle view. If you would like to use Yantra Aushada, go ahead and use it, or Kavi, banyan leaf, mirror, or Paramashivashila, which is the granite slab. Please go ahead and use Jnananjan and to find out where the healing has to happen. Authentically heal them through the non-invasive surgery and completely get them restored from the problem. And if they feel completely health restored, be very clear you have manifested the power. Let's do it more and more authentically to more deeply manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Thank you for participating in the process of power manifestation of healing through non-invasive surgery.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the power manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhavate Sri Nithyananda Parameshivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham